So we're going to do today Pilates with ball. So I'm Shahar. Join me, and we're going to start here with the ball. So I have the ball that's a little bit squishy. You can use it here, and we can start here with some swing with your hands coming one forward, one backwards. Good. So we're going to use today only the ball. Again, it's ball that's just a small size or a little bit bigger than a small, and with a little bit give there, so it's you can squish it a little bit easily, and you can bend and straight your knees here. Good. So we're going to do some exercise here with standing, and then later on the mat with the ball. Very good. I'm going to do a big circle with one hand. That's great. Big circle. Good. And reverse from the back to the front. And let's switch the hands. So from back all the way back, front all the way back. Good. And from the front all the way back. Good. Oh, that was it. Very good. And again, just swing. One forward, one backwards. Bend it straight and twist your body. So looking with your eyes to one side, looking with your eyes to the other side. Good. One side, looking to the other side. Wonderful. Good. And two, and one, and finish. I'm going to open a little bit wider space between my feet. You can turn them out a little bit and doing big circles here. So we're doing some warm up for the side of the body, for your legs, for your arms all together. Good, and let's do the other direction, reverse. Circle. Good, last one here. Very good. Bring the feet a little bit closer again, and let's do side to one side. And center up to the other side. And center it up. Side here. Up to the other side. Side here, open this hand all the way down. Keep doing the side bend to think about the length of your arm, length of the side of the body. Don't lift your heel up. Drop this hand down, and let's come up here to the other side. Hold, and then drop this hand all the way down, staying with this, again, side bend for your arm, for the side of the body. Both heels stays down. Let's finish with one more time for each side. The side bend, and let go with one hand down. Back to the center, and last one to the other side. And let's go. Very good. Come all the way up. Bring the ball in front of you. Roll the head and the chest down. The head is following you. Ball all the way down towards the floor here. Move the ball a little bit farther forward. I'm just going to adjust here the camera. But go ahead and roll it forward on the floor in front of you, and then a little bit back. So ball goes a little bit farther in front. You can put some weight with your hands, and then all the way back. Ball goes out, and you can put some weight with your hands on top of the ball. So you're shifting a little bit forward, and the ball goes in towards your feet, and out. And then in, and then start here to roll up, step up your vertebrae. The head going to be the last one, and then letting your hands to lift the ball up to the ceiling, all the way up to an arch, letting the ball to go to the back of the room, opening your chest up there, and coming back here, lowering your hands down again, and roll the head and the chest, all the way down, rolling the ball out. And in, and rolling out, and in, and rolling out, and in, and rolling out again, putting some weight with your hands on top of the ball, so it's shifting forward. If you feel you have some more weight on your toes, more than your heels, that's right. And then come back with your ball in towards your feet and start to stack up your vertebrae. Vertebrae by vertebrae, the head going to be the last one, lifting your hands up to the ceiling, chest up to the ceiling, looking up and backwards. And then come back all the way to the straight position. Lower your hands with the ball down. We're going to use now the mat. So again, take the ball with you. And I'm just going to adjust the camera here and see. So we'll do some exercise, starting laying you back on the ball. So that's going to be our next position. Yeah, that's going to be our position here with the camera. And starting here on your back. So I'm going just to lay down, lifting my pelvis, putting the ball. So again, ball should be not too big. And I'm putting it in a way that it's, my sacrum is on top of the ball, so it's not my waist, it's a little bit lower down. Stay here and start just to rock a little bit to the right and a little bit to the left. Rocking to the right, rocking to the left. So the ball is underneath. Again, not too far down, not too far up. In between, find a way that's so comfortable to you. And you can open your feet a little bit wider here to get a nice motion of the rocking from side to side. Come back to the center. You can arrange your feet a little bit closer, like the hip width apart. And we're going to start with the motion of the flattening and arching. So this is the pelvis motion, to arch and to flatten and to arch and flatten and arch and flatten. So when you do that, the ball moves a little bit with you, so that's good. Try to check how far you can do the motion. Sometimes you can adjust the ball a bit lower or up or high, just for this motion. Good, one more. Very good, and staying here on the ball again, on the center of it, good. Lifting both legs up now, so I'm going to lift the legs here to the tabletop again. The ball is underneath my sacrum, my hand's going to be to the side of the body. And I'm starting here with lengthening the back of my head, so the chin will go slightly in. And also with my ribcage, I want to open them, kind of wiggle them and open them towards the ground. So it's the back of my ribcage, it's lengthening my upper back and my middle back. And with this lengthened position, I'm going to start with straight leg out and switch. One in, one out. So now when you do that, I'm letting the legs to go straight out, kind of diagonal line, not too far up or not too far down, something in between, and straight and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. Good. Good. Okay. If you feel comfortable, you can lift one hand up off the ground or both of them up, or just keep them down. So that will make this exercise a bit more challenging for your core. Keep the length of the spine. Again, you can do it a little bit slower with the leg motion to make it with a little bit modification, and or you can keep the hands, one of them or both of them down. Good. Two more. Good. Keeping the knees together. Tabletop and up, pulling them gently towards your chest. And when you do it, you feel the length of your lower back and your middle back. Just let your knees rest towards your chest. Take a breath in and a breath out. So this is really giving a nice rounding of your lower back and middle back. And you can continue this length of your spine all the way with the chin in to feel like a whole nice circle of your spine. So I can think about the circle coming from my head through my back of my chest, my rib cage, and through my lower back and tailbone, and continue. I can imagine this circle is continue all the way and up and completing the circle and then starting again. So that's a good, nice of filling the circle. Come with the legs up here, again to the top, straighten your right leg and start with the motion down and up, down, down, and up. And we can add some foot motion, flex when you lift, point when you lower, flex and point here. So with the flex, it's giving some stretch for the back of your legs, especially your cups area. Good, so nice movement. And again, with a challenge, you can lift one hand or both hands up to the ceiling. Then your core have to work harder, just kicking in to keep you more stable on the ball. Good, and let's switch. Again, you can choose where to put your hands. Down and up. Down with a point, up with a flex. Good. And up. And up. Down. And up. Good. Down. Up. Good. Down. And up. And the last one here. Good. Bring these in. Take just this moment to feel again this whole full circle through your spine. And then bring your feet down again to the standing position. I'm going to lift my pelvis to take the ball out. And our next position, I'm going to put the ball in between my knees, but lower my feet down. So this is my hip width apart with my feet, ball in between my knees. No need to squeeze it, just to hold it there. So it's give us nice engagement, gentle engagement of the inner thighs. That will actually help us to again engage the core all together. And from here, I'm going to start with a breath, flattening my lower back, and then peeling off one by one with vertebrae, coming all the way up here, taking a breath in, and with the breath out, lowering down, one by one with the vertebrae, and finishing with the neutral spine position here. And flatten, press your feet, heels and toes to the ground, and start to peel off one by one. All the way up, 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 up here. Take a breath in, and with a breath out, lowering down, one by one, and coming back all the way towards your neutral spine position. Let's do one more. All the way up. Stay here when the pelvis is lifted. Think about you want your pelvis to be a little bit tucked in, tucked under, so it's give more length for your lower back and your middle back, and help you to engage your glutes here and your hamstring all together. Press the feet into the ground, heels and toes. And from here, just do a little squeeze between your knees, squeezing the ball and release, squeeze 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 and release. One more, and then lower all the way down. Very good. We're going to repeat it. And just to do that, always you can take your heels a little bit closer before you start. And again, we're going to start with the flattening, peeling off one by one with your vertebrae. Coming up here and do the squeeze and release, squeeze and release. The pelvis a little bit tucked under and not arch, so just to have more straight line of the body. Squeeze and release, squeeze and release. So engaging even more your inner thigh all together, challenging your glutes and your hamstring. Last one here with a squeeze and release, and coming all the way down. Changing your position here, and I'm going to put the ball underneath my knee. So I'm going to hold it here. It's already make some engagement of my muscles. And I'm going to start with a motion here when I'm lowering the leg down and up. No need to touch with your toes, you can, but we are just trying to move the leg, keeping a length and stability of your spine as you do that. So you can touch, or even it's better not to touch. So it's give you a little bit extra challenge that you have a place to rest your foot on. So lowering down and lifting up, lowering down, and continue with the circle, starting down, lowering down, open a little bit to the side, and circle up, starting with the foot lowering down towards the floor, knee open to the side, circle up, and lowering the foot and the knee with the ball, circle, and come up. Let's do one more. Circle. And come up. I'm going to continue with the same circles, but letting my other knee to come up here. So with this position here, I'm with a tabletop position, and only one of the legs going to continue here with the circle, same one that we started with. So you can continue the circle. If you feel this position straining your back too much, you can go back to the previous one when your foot was down. So that's a little bit easier option, especially easier for your back. So check what works for you for today, and we're going to continue with a few more circles here. Lowering down, open to the side and circle up. Last one here. Good, and I'm going to reverse open to the side, letting the ball and the knee to come up towards the tabletop. Again, circle and up. Sometimes it needs a little bit of adjustment here with the ball, so it's not going to roll away. And circle and up and circle and up, circle and up, and the very last one. Very good. Let's switch the sides. So I'm starting with my foot down. I'm moving here to the other leg, putting the ball in a position that I can hold it. Sometimes keep it separated. That's what's going on right now. Okay, I'll try to keep it there. And then we're going to go up and down here. Lowering down, lifting up. And when you do that, so we're working, it's actually your thighs moving away from the center of the body and then up again towards your chest or your center. So keep doing the motion up and down there. In the same time, your leg knows what to do. You can think about again how to keep the length of your spine, so the chin slightly in to lengthen the back of your neck. Your rib cage wants to sink down, the back of your rib cage, the brow line, or just underneath your shoulder blades down towards the floor. And we're going to do one more here. Continue here with circles, so down and open and up. Down towards the floor, open the knee sideways, and then up and down. Sideways and up and down. Sideways and up. So it's a circle starting down, open to the side, coming up. One more like this. Good. Adjusting my bone here. First step away for this side. And lifting my leg. So again, this is an option here. You can keep the foot down or keep it up. Here it's going to be tabletop. It's just that scenario, and I'm working again. For me, it's my right leg here. So down and circle and up and down and circle and up and down, circle and up and down, circle. I'm going to start with the reverse. Tabletop or foot down, you choose. And with the reverse, I'm starting with open to the side, then lowering down and then lifting up. Open to the side, down and then up. Open, down and up. Open, down and up. And as we do this circle, so it works your legs for sure, it's working also your core. And you can think about always keeping the center of the body. So we talked about the length of the spine, but also think about the midline, like really how your bodies want to be more equal with the right side and the left side all together with working just with one leg. So that's like a challenge, of course. Good, and lift it up. My ball is always slipped all the way down, but I got it. So we're going to put both feet down for the next one. Take your hands up, just take a moment to straighten your arms all the way up overhead, and again, ball towards your knees and balls goes up and overhead, arms coming down towards the floor. Stretch for a moment your legs as well. Feel the length of the spine. Feel the length also the front of your body, so it's your front of your hips and abdominal and your arms stretching all together with your spine stretching from the back. Bending your knees again, and I'm going to go, I'm putting it first here towards my left knee, so I'm going to hold it again here, now interlacing my fingers, putting it behind my head, so holding my hands behind my head, and again, same position here with the ball. If it doesn't work for you, it's sliding away, don't worry, you can do the same exercise just with a same tabletop position, so that can work too. If it's too much, it does give you a little extra work for your legs, so if you want to try it, it works for you, so do that. So I'm going to roll up the head and the chest here. After I'm already up, I'm going to lower the leg down, lift it up, lower, breath out, lower again, lift up. Last one, the third time, and lift, and then lower the head and chest up. Let's do it again. Take a breath in with a breath out. Chin goes in, rolling up, lifting up the head and chest, and then starting with the leg. We have 3 times. Don't rush it. Lower down and down and down, and up and up and up, and down and down and down, and up and up and up. One last one. and then lowering the head and the chest down. Going to continue with another variation. So I'm now going to go first to the side, to the oblique, taking my leg a little bit lower down. I'm going to just open a little bit sideways. Bring it back to the center and lift and lower the head and the chest down. Let's do it again. And go here to the oblique, lower the leg down. So just a little bit to the side, like the starting of the circle, but now coming back, one knee towards each other, and then lifting up and lowering the head and the chest. Very good. Let's switch and do a little bit with your other leg. So again, holding here, down just underneath your knee, interlaced finger, and we're going to start with first chin and chest curling up here 3 times, slowly lowering the leg down and lifting. Breath out, don't rush it. And lift, and lower, and lift, and lower, and lift. Make sure your head and chest is not totally down, and lower now, them all the way down to the bottom. Let's do the same thing again. Chin and chest. Roll up, staying lifted here, and we have 3 times motion with your leg. Good. And down, down, and up, and down, down. And up, down. And after thing I did 3 or 4, mixing up between them, choose whatever works for you and lower all the way down here. The next one is the one that's the leg going to open to the side. So just to move a little bit sideways so we can see me better. So again, my ball is here, and I'm going to roll oblique now from it towards the right, and my right leg going to go down and then sideways back to the center towards the other knee, and then up, and then lower the head and the chest down. Let's do it again. Up here, lower down with your knee, go sideways like the beginning of the circle, but come back. Don't continue the circle. Lift up, lower down. Let's do the last one. I'm sure coming even between the side. You go ahead and count better than me, and then lower and open. Come back to the side, lift up and lower the head and the chest all the way down. Very good. Switching again, so we're almost done here. We're going to do more oblique exercise here. Starting, I'm switching again. I'm going to do it with my left leg. And the ball's again getting out there. So I'm going to start here. No, can't see better. Okay. So from here, I'm going, my ball is really not behaving. Okay, so I'm going to lift up here and do with my leg now the circle. So circle and circle, I'm going to do it straight forward. Circle and circle and reverse. Circle and circle and circle and circle. Bring the knee all the way up. Let's do the same with the oblique, so same leg. Hopefully I can manage the ball here. So oblique now, so it's the same side of my leg that's working, and I'm going to do the circle, 4 for each direction. And circle, and circle, and circle, and reverse, circle, and circle. Think about again the midline, even you're working one side and you're doing the oblique all the way down with your head and switching your legs. Starting here with again a ball, hopefully be heavy, good, and staying in the right place here. So I'm going to start with the head and chest coming up, rolling just straight up, and we have 4 circles for each direction. Down and circle, down and circle, down and circle, down and circle, and reverse it. Circle the other direction, and circle, and circle, and circle, and all the way down. The very last one going to be the oblique. So I'm working with my right leg here and going to go to oblique to the right and stay there. So lifting up the head and chest to the right here and do the circle down and down, and think about the knee line of my body, not to lean too much to the same direction the leg is moving, and reverse it and reverse. Good. Circle, and the very last one. Very good, and lower all the way down. Very good. Put the ball to the side, Just open a little bit bigger space between your feet, and now dropping both knees to one side. So give us some stretch for the side of the body, side of the legs, a little bit more the inner thigh and the outer thigh of your other leg, and then drop them towards the other side. No need to lift your pelvis, so pelvis stays farther down and up, and drop to one side. And up. The very last one here. Giving some stretch to side of body, the inner and the outer side. Tight. So from here, coming back here with another position when, again, the leg's going to be tabletop, ball going to be in between your knees to start with. And again, if the ball bother you, you can do the same. It's a little bit easier for your body to maintain this position with no ball. So anytime you need a little bit release for your back or your legs or your hips, you can just take the ball out. So I'm going to here to do the side bend, twisting to one side, coming back to the center, and twisting towards the other side, coming back to the center. So ball stay between my knees. No need to squeeze. Again, just a gentle holding, already engaging a little bit of your inner thighs, and that's helpful. This gentle engagement was helpful, not only to strengthen your thighs, also to engage your core a little better. So when I do the twist here, I'm letting one side of the pelvis to go a little bit off the ground, my shoulder stays down, and then come back, and then stay with the same side. So the other side, lifting up, coming back to the side. Changing the position when ball going to be in between my ankles here. So the ball is up here between my ankles. Let's already start with a tabletop. Hands can be open even a little bit wider here. And start with this twist. Straighten the legs out here with the ball. Bend. Go back to your 90-degree, more tabletop, and come back to the center. Twist here, straight out. Bend, and coming back. Here, and straight out. Bend, and coming back. And with this coming back, take even an extra moment here to find this length of your spine in the midline. So it goes just same line of your spine and in between your knees and towards the ball. And then twist to the other side, straight out. And go to the center and take the moment to lengthen your spine even a little bit more before you continue. Straight here. Hold this position here. I'm going to squeeze the ball 3 times between my ankles. 1 and 2 and 3. Bend it. Stay where you are. Straight it out again. And 1 and 2 and 3. Bend again. And last one, the 3rd time. And we have 3, 1 and 2 and 3. Bend again. Come back to the center. Take a moment to find the length of your spine. If you need a little bit of break, put your feet down and then come up. And we're going to do the other side. Twist, straighten out here. And we have 3 times. 1 and 2 and 3. Bend the knees. Stay with this twist. One side is lifted here. And straight out your knees and press 1 and 2 and 3. Bending, and move the last one. Straight out. Straighten your knees and squeeze. And 2 and 3. Bend, come back to the center and take your knees in. If you take the ball down and hug in your knees, pull them towards your chest. Take a moment again to stop here and find this whole circle by lengthening the back of your neck, just slightly in, letting the back of your ribcage to be heavy to the floor. Your lower back and your tailbone is rounding all together. Keep pulling. Again, the knees towards your chest as far as you can, and imagine this whole circle of your spine. Very good. Rolling to your side, and we're going to do another exercise with another position. So for our next position, I'm going to be on my side. So starting here with the knees together, the ball going to be next to me, and we continue here with position on your elbow. So 2 options here with the position 2. So I'm putting my elbow here and my shoulder just on top of my elbow, so it's not here. So try to really lift yourself up here. And with this position here, it's need a little bit more work out here for your body. But another option here, and you can start with one of them and switch to the other one. So this is a little bit easier modification. So you just on your side here, one shoulder step up on top of the other, one side of the pelvis on top of the other, and this arm is just straight out. If it's a little bit straight in your neck, so maybe it's better to do this position. And you can also put some pillow here underneath your head, so give a nice length of your neck. It does not strain it too much if you have this tendency. So I'll do with the one with the elbow. Anytime you need to switch it, you can of course do that. So starting here, so I'm going to lengthen my body up. So really lift it up, keeping my knees one on top of the other. And I'm going to start with holding the ball up towards the ceiling and straight this leg out. I think I need a little bit more space here. Okay, let's do this. Okay, do this. And I'm going to take the leg forward and backwards here. Forward and backwards, keeping my body lifted. Good. Forward and backwards, forward and backwards. One more. Good. Straight the leg. So you're going to straight the leg, the lower leg, and we're going to do the same thing again. So again, now it's just take a little bit more of your body to hold it. You have less support here. Forward and backwards and forward and backwards. One more. Very good. Our next one, I'm going to put the ball in between my ankles and again, straight both of the legs up. So that's going to be my starting position. I'm still on my elbow here, lifting myself up on the elbow. Legs are straight, so you can put them just straight in the same line of your body or bring them slightly in front of you. One hand up, or anytime you need a support here, take it down. So this one doesn't move a lot, so we're going to lift up and release. Lift up, bring the legs just slightly up together, especially it's hard to lift the lower leg. Just give it a try a little bit. So we're working on the side muscle of your leg and your body all together. You put the hand here to support. Now, try not to push yourself here from the hand, just to keep the same position and keeping your pelvis stuck up and not so much rolling back. Okay, let's do the last two here. Good, and our very last one is bend the knees and straight out. So with this one also you need to lift a little bit the knee off the ground. Good. Bend and straight out. Bend and straight out. And the last one here. Very good. Bend the knees and we're going to swing to the other side. And taking the ball to the other side again, choose your position on your elbow or lay down all the way on your side. And I'm going to start with this hand all the way up here. With this one, I'm going to, again, arrange my body in the same line so the leg is straight out, same line with my head and my chest, all in line. And starting with the leg coming forward and backwards. Forward. And there's all think about the length of the spine. If you are on your elbow, but also if you're all the way down on the side, just lengthen the spine. Think about how to open more spaces between your vertebrae as you do that. Let's do the other position when the lower leg is straight. And again, you can take the legs just, you can look at the line of your body from your heels to your knees, through your hips and shoulders and head all in line. So that's one option. Or take the feet and the legs just a little bit slightly in front of you and lifting the upper leg, top leg up. Same thing with rocking forward and backwards here. Forward and backwards. So this one is a little bit more challenging, keeping your body in line and the pelvis stuck up and not rolling backwards altogether. The more work out altogether with this leg motion. Good. And this side muscle that's working. Good. Last one here. And with the next position, ball in between your ankles. Good. Straight it out here. Okay. And we're going from here to start with a lift. Okay. So lift and lower. And a good way to think about it is really think about your lower leg lengthening out first and then lifting up. So it doesn't go just up, it lengthens out, kind of the thigh going away from your shoulder towards your foot and then coming up. Lengthens out and up, out and up, and half an inch works good. So don't try to Even take it higher up. Many times when you're starting to go higher up, you're actually adjusting here by rolling backwards here with your pelvis, so that doesn't work better for your side muscles. Let's do one more. It's kind of a cheating a little bit. So try to keep it stuck up here, bend and straight out. Both knees in and out, and in and out. And again, think about the length of the lower leg. That's going to be helpful here, and out. Thigh going away from your shoulder when it's straightening out, especially your lower leg. Good, and the very last one to finish. Very good. Wonderful. Changing the position here again, and we're going to be on the floor position. Let's don't use the ball for this last one here. And I'm going to be on my knees, on my hands. So this is one option. Another option is just to do the same on your elbows. Any position you choose, let your shoulders to be on top of the elbows or on top of the wrist. And so with the center of your hip on top of your knees. So this is our position. I'm going to choose on my hands on the floor position, and starting with straightening my left leg, my right arm, lift them up here and bring them in, hand to the knee and straight out, hand to the knee. So try to keep your back here straight. I'm not rounding and straightening. So many times we do it with round and straight. This one just in and out. Good. In and out. One more. And then we're going to just keep it here. Keep it straight out. Hold and hold and hold and hold. When you hold it, just think about lifting the chest up and away from the floor, the belly button up and away from the floor, and hold for just a little bit more. And then release all the way down. Let's go and do the other side. Okay, get ready there. We're almost finished here. So we're going to go straight your leg out, opposite arm and leg. So switch whatever you need. You can just stay where you are, just switch the directions. And I'm going to start by lift and lower. Lift and lower and lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and hold. Just hold this position. Good. Good. Keep it lifted. High up here. Good. Chest is up, belly button is up. Very good. And release down. Take a moment to stretch your body, taking your head and your chest down. Good. So the child pose position. It's a nice way also to think about the whole round position of your spine, like a whole circle. Your tailbone to your head. Take another moment here, and you can use the ball or just with your hand to move a little bit to the right side of the room and stay with your head and your chest down again towards your child pose position. Back to the center and finish with stretching yourself to the other side. Head and chest down to the child pose position. Good, reaching out here. Bring the ball to the center and stacking up your vertebrae to finish. Thank you so much to joining me for the Pilates with the ball. And I hope you're going to do it and enjoy it. Have a good day. Thank you.